Love equals swift and slow and high and low, racer and lame, a hunter and his game. Henry David Thoreau, deaf poet. Let's get it going.
I got a story to tell. Ideas kiss similes so deeply.
Deaf poetry.
Your existence is fractionally status quo. I just got my wings.
And I was searching.
My people's in the house.
Drop the empty pursuit of props.
Pharmaceutical schemes. Somebody got to hear my story.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Russell Simmons presents Deaf Poetry.
New York City, please make some noise for Deaf Poetry and your host, Mos Def.
Yeah. What's good, what's good, what's good? What's up, New York? New York, big city of dreams, but everything in New York ain't always what it seems. Yeah, it might be cool if you come from out of town, but good Lord, but I gotta let I know my way around. Uptown, where you at, make some noise. Harlem World, where you at, make some noise. Boogie Down, where you at, make some noise. No Jeru, where you at, make some noise. Anybody from up top, Nauru, Yonkers? They coming home soon, they be out soon. Brooklyn, stand up! Y'all ready? Alright, welcome to Deaf Poetry, y'all. We're gonna get it started just like this. From New York City, I want y'all to give a warm Deaf Poetry welcome to my man, Bosia.
What's up, America? I don't mean to sound uppity, but Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon wasn't our one shot at love. It's the precursor of what's to come. Oh, hey, it's cool to like these Asian people, as long as they're being Asian on the big screen. And it's in Asia, and it's a long time ago, and they're dressed Asian, and they're speaking Asian, thank God for subtitles. And who cares if they're kissing, as long as they're kissing other Asians, I have nothing to worry about, right? Wrong, motherfucker! Because we're not just on the big screen in the kung fu flicks you adore. We are everywhere. We are programming your websites, making your executives look smart, and getting into your schools for free. That's right. Raise the bar, and we'll meet it. And we're not just kissing other Asians. Our mad sexy asses are getting play all over the ethnic spectrum. How the fuck do you think Tiger Woods, Rob Schneider, and Keanu Reeves were made? And you know what? It's only gonna get bigger. That's right. The Asian invasion is a reality, and we fuck so good, it's only gonna get bigger. Bigger than Chinese on t-shirts, Japanese in rap songs, and yoga. Bigger than PlayStation 2, curry, and Taekwondo. Bigger than Honda, sister-in-laws, and East Asian studies minors. You ask for global economy? Well, so sorry if it blows up in your face and goes beyond getting 1 billion Chinese on AOL eating KFC in their Gap khakis. Am I ranting? Fuck yeah! And you are not shutting me up until the egg roll is recognized as an American food. Because I got a chip on my shoulder the size of 25 years of being underrepresented, bumped into a group, and made to feel inadequate, and I've had enough. I currently have a non-specific game plan that right now is just very, very angry, but will be better thought out later. So until then, rise up! Because the highest per capita income group in this nation must realize the political power of this in a country built on moolah. I'm not saying eliminate anyone. I'm not a racist. You are Texas! I'm saying let's give America the melting pot it's always talked about. And watch hair get darker, eyes get smaller, and everyone fuck that much better.
Texas, please welcome Jason Carney.
Knowledge cures ignorance. If you're in the know, be fucking contagious. This is for my mamaw and my daughter Olivia, the beginning and the end of who I am. My Southern heritage lies in the smell of June. It was my mamaw. She was half Choctaw, half snuff, half crazed by the spirit of the wind, giving her a scent she called the touch. She could see things, catch a firefly with her tongue. She'd rub the swollen fluorescence of their bellies to my forehead, a good vision on my birthday, and she always told me I would grow to be a man that knew life by the way it felt. That when I walked in the wandering reflection of dreams, I should stand strong and tall as Papaw, because he was a man who knew life by the way it felt, and his heart was in my eyes, his soul within my breath. My Southern heritage lies in their simplicity, poverty, and faith. Baseball games on an old AM radio and the closeness of a family sharing Sunday supper. My Southern heritage was Sundays. Baptist revivals, deacons passing the altar plate, and deep voices from the choir urging me to go tell it on the mountain because Jesus Christ is Lord. And I love that old hymn. But I can't think about those fond memories of childhood anymore without seeing through the pessimism of these eyes which are of a man. And I have to ask myself, what kind of truth those old white Southern Baptists found on those mountaintops? Why couldn't they hear the voices dangling from the branches of the elms, the dead that had been peeled away into the forgotten, generation after generation woven into our skin, into our bones, all because they were silent, practiced at turning their heads. Their heritage lies in the shades of my skin. It's twisted and scarred, worn by their words, colored Negro and nigger. So why don't we go find the truth on the mountaintop that says, my Southern heritage came clothed in white sheets and allows a rebel flag to hang this very day over the capital of Mississippi. My Southern heritage spends centuries of time where people are silent and practiced at turning their heads. See, we're the threads of rope that pulled James Byrd to his death along the back roads of Jasper, Texas. Less than 200 miles from where I live, ignorance reigns. My Southern heritage spans centuries of time where people are silent, practiced at turning their heads. It boils under my skin when my eyes don't have heart, when my soul's not in my breast. See, if I'm to grow to be that man that knows life by the way it feels, then these lessons got to be mine to see the truth of and find the responsibility to teach to my little girl. Because I don't want her Southern heritage lying in the shades of her skin. She's half Thai, half Irish, Choctaw, and snuff. She will speak in multicultural phrases combining Thai, Laotian, and Hick. Sabadi Kai, y'all. And I'm gonna catch fireflies with my tongue, rub the swollen fluorescence of their bellies to her forehead, a good vision on her birthday. Well, she will travel amongst the dead and learn the lessons of their lives, spill the dust of stars and planets, exist in the deepest reaches of the mind. She will tell her truth on that mountaintop, but she will not succumb to the wounds of a bone. She will not be silent. And she will not ever be practiced at turning her head. Peace after that.
From Inglewood, California, give it up with Thea Monnier.
I'm actually glad that you were bold and brave enough to call my house so that we could discuss this woman to woman and try to work some of these things out. So we could compare notes on some dates and times and try to figure out some of his tired ass lies. I'm actually glad to be hearing it from the lips that left the lipstick on my man's collar. Even though he told me he was working late just trying to earn a couple extra dollars, and I loved and I trusted him, so his bullshit I would swallow, even though my intuition would never let me sleep. So I guess the gaps in our relationship are where you thought you would fit in. Just an insecure woman chasing after a man who's already got a woman, but your pussy's not deep enough for a real man to fall in love with. And this we already know because, see, your skirt is so short that it already shows your best asset. So there's no point in wasting time trying to figure out what you're thinking after all. He is not fucking you for your mind. And you're still young at heart, so you think this is real cute. Telling your friends, girl, he's cheating on me because he really wants you, when the reality is that we are nothing alike. But when he can't deal with all of me, he goes to you to get me off of his mind, but it never works, see. He gets real still as he lays between the sheets as he's tuning you out, and now he's picturing me because you put up with that shit that I just won't deal with because I'm strong in who I am. And he loves that. He loves that about me. It's just sometimes he can't stand the reality that he doesn't deserve a woman like me. And when he feels that way, well, hell, that's when he comes crawling in your dirty sheets. And just like a child, you thought you would call me to share. Calling me to disclose to me the color of my man's underwear. And you tell me like I don't already know. Hell, I bought them. Trying to tell me about how my man fucks, bitch, I taught him. So why don't you do me a favor? And when he comes over tonight and he's coming and you're coming and you're both coming at last, just simply lean back his head and look him deep in his eyes and you'll see me waving back and forth.
Yeah. That was high. All right, this next poet is from our hometown. He describes himself as a ritual poet, combining elements of drama, chant, and ritual into his work. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, I'm proud and honored to present Sekou Sundiata.
It's a little hot up here than I expected. Thank you. I think all the other poets raised the temperature. Come on and bring on the reparations. Oh, master of the perfect word universe, technological forked tongue, riddle me this. If the Chinese can come from China and the French can come from France, what made you think you could get niggas out of Africa in the first place? Just because you put puppies in the oven, that don't make them biscuits. Reparations on GP. Come on and bring on the reparations. For all the unrequited home runs, brothers be burning up the bases, the crowd be going mad, brothers be crossing over home plate, go outside and can't get a cab. For Little Richard teaching the Beatles how to scream like Aunt Jemima without their pancakes. And all the other dark and unknown rockers electrified, the Republic sanctified, shaking that Cold War out the booty body politic. Come on and bring on the reparations. For the beat in beatnik, white Negroes and such, getting off up under that great music and them little ass 5 spots. For the jazz in the jazz age, making your women wiggle and squirm and you trying to twist and do the worm. Your abstract expressionism jism dripping, you might say, if I was you, I would go on the road and howl too. Jimmy Dean and Elvis, they can go to wherever they went. Marilyn too, except she got caught in a trick and got bent out of that cute little shape she had going. Come on and bring on the reparations. For the Birmingham Gospels, 4 little girls come Sunday. For the Jesus remix in those redneck streets, fire hose, mad dog, crucifix, and what exactly did you say you was doing at the time of our soft shoe on the rock of edges? For the privilege in your skin, a wounded knee, a trail of tears for the Indian in us. Come on and bring on the reparations. For the spook with the metal detector sitting by your door. Open just enough, probably a moon full of cocaine on the table. Monica on her knees doing secret service. You humming mum under wraps. And what about all those flags we so proudly hailed? Marvin Gaye singing, oh, say, can you see? Wearing shades like mirrors at the All-Star game so you can reflect yourself, relaxed and feeling good. The dark looker doing his looking like he was blind, bearing witness to the whiteness of whiteness, pretending you was the only one who could see. 'Tis after all about thee, just like you like it. Mercy, mercy me, and so on and so forth. For the missing royalty checks, and so on and so forth. For VD and Tuskegee called syphilis, and so on and so forth. Think of it as a down payment on the interest compounded. Them 40 acres notwithstanding, that mule notwithstanding, multiplied, quantized, digitized. What to say about forgiveness between you, huh? And your God. Come on and bring on the reparations.
From New York City, Marty McConnell.
At the millennial rolling over point, baby boomer one-time hippies turned parents all across these United States groan. When we said you can be anything, we meant you could be a brain surgeon, or a genetic engineer, or a district attorney, we didn't mean you should become a poet. But it was Dad who taught that the call of my wild heart rings as valid as any voice of reason. And it was Mom who showed that raging terror of where you're headed is the surest sign you're traveling in the right direction. This is a generation beyond definition. Unconvinced the American dream isn't a fiction of REM sleep. Unpersuaded the better life our parents sought and stake beats an unfamiliar highway. The spotlight's afterburn and half a pack of parliaments. Breastfed on Bob Dylan and the Dead, we watched our creators sacrifice their sharp edges to stay within the lines. Small wonder we accept this world as almost fatally flawed, fill the gas tank and race to rant about the wrongs, or find the edge of the planet and lean at the lip of the void. We are the changed generation, fitted with the inconsistencies of a millennium in flux. Vagabond lot we skitter one city to the next in seek of an acceptable permanence, a home not in need of so much repair. See our inherited tools, they fit like a Phillips head in a slot top screw. We know that sit-ins end in tear gas and tanks, picket lines in promises and compromises, lobbying in backrooms and bullshit. I might believe in this revolution if one person proved he knew what he was fighting for and how. Because the KKK still erects a cross in Cincinnati's Fountain Square every Christmas. And teenage girls have to balance daddy's fists versus back alleys to secure abortions. And promise keepers fill stadiums while poets play coffee houses. And if I fucked a woman in Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Idaho, Kansas, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, or Utah, I could get anywhere from 30 days to 20 years in jail. And I don't own enough rage for it all. I am 95 miles per hour on I-81, sprinting to trap the tirade vibrating on the next stage. Is anybody listening? I live in search of a cause worth dying for. It could be this revolution is all mouth and no legs, because we are a generation of screamers, silenced by this conspiracy of comfort that cradles us voiceless in our PC cities, where only the drunk and the dangerous spill what seethes in so many. I trade crusades like cards, flip issues like channels. Give me a God. Give me a rallying cry. Give me one good reason to die.
From Wilmington, Delaware, from poets.
I heard the dreams are illegal in the ghetto.
Little black girl, you ain't gonna be no damn
I heard that dreams are
doctor.
illegal in the
Boy,
ghetto.
You ain't gonna be no lawyer.
But I am dreaming.
Don't you know that dreams are illegal in the ghetto?
I heard that dreams are illegal, but I am dreaming. I had a dream. I had a dream that I was in America.
I was in America.
And I was actually in the land of the beautiful and the home of the brave. My boss came into my office and said, "Hi, Bob, how's it going? Why don't you take off early, and here's that raise." And as I pulled my Suburban up to my suburban home, I got the mail out the box, so the proof for another home equity loan.
Right.
The Girl Scouts are there ringing the bell with cookies to sell.
Ding dong.
Of course, I brought a box as Hillary quieted down Marmaduke Court, beginning to bark. And then later on, my wife and the kids took a bike ride to the park. Keep up, dear. Well, when we got back, we had apple pie with ice cream on top. Then we buckled up and headed on down to Blockbuster to get some videos to watch.
Titanic again.
When we returned, the kids put on their PJs and relaxed in the den for some family time, watching videos. Then all these strangers turned and said to me, "Nigga, what are you doing here? Don't you know that dreams are illegal in the ghetto? What are you doing here? Don't you know that dreams are illegal in the ghetto?" Those gunshots
Ringing in the heat of the night, followed by screams, violently disrupting my dreams. You see, in my neighborhood, I don't need to read the paper or watch the news to know that something bad happened around here tonight. But once the ambulance leave and the police sirens stop and the crowd disperses, that silence soaks into my soul, sobering my senses, and it's often over-intoxicating society. And I try to relax. But the devil just won't let go. He keeps pointing to the signs that are posted all around me to read, "Dreams are illegal in the ghetto." You see, my neighborhood is the bottom of the barrel where drugs get mixed. Here there are no brothers and sisters, just confused brothers and sisters. Here people drown in the backwash of the latest political scandal. Here the devil's in sweet control as dreams are stole. And you know there is no honor amongst thieves, so dreams are stolen with ease. A high school graduate, barely 17, gives up her college dreams for a pair of tight jeans and a chance to be the next inner city queen.
Shake what your mama gave you.
In the inner city,
In the inner city, checks and basketballs bounce with regularity.
Crossing over.
Life and death intermixed with no disparity. Ghetto youth live for nothing and ghetto youth die for nothing. Every day blue skies are gray. All they know is that they want to make dough.
You gonna get paid, kid.
The devil has them chasing a colorless rainbow. And at the end there is no pot of gold, just a pot of steam, which he exchanges for their dreams. You see, bona fide slaves are made in the devil's dream trade. Without dreams, you are equivalent to being non-existent. You see, our children need to be told they can achieve, and that God bless those who hold on to their dreams. We gotta take down the signs so the kids won't know that the devil is trying to make dreams not drugs, but he's trying to make dreams illegal, but dreams are not illegal. Thank you.
Give it up for Twin Poets.
All right, so this next brother coming out is on another level. Some people just transcend their field. You know, Muhammad Ali is not just a boxer. Richard Pryor is not just a comedian. This brother is not just a poet. He's on another level. He's something else. New York, I want you to give a warm Def Poetry welcome to Brother Fox.
Let the incense burn on both ends. That's right, brother. Turn my mic up so they can feel this. The title of this poem is called Off the Hizzle for Shizzle. I met this fine-ass bizzle right here in New York Sizzle. And I said, would you like to go back to my whole tizzle? She said, for shizzle? Cause you Jay Fizzle, the famous Camizzle, and I said, Recognizzle. So we get back to the whole tizzle. I could tell by the way that Izzle was sham-pizzle that she was gonna do her thug thizzle. Then I said to myself, ooh, look at that G strizzle. And I said, God dizzle. But I ain't got no profilizzles. But I said, it looks clizzle. So I said, I don't give a fizzle. So I put this mahoganyzzle right in her pizzle, and I begin to do my thug thizzle, and I'm doing my thug thizzle, trying to break that bizzle, and then I pulled it out, and she put her mizzle on my dizzle, and I said, oh, shizzle. Black hand side. And as she began to put her mizzle on my dizzle, and I had my nizzles on her chisel, back and I bust a nizzle right on her forehizzle. I got a little bit of it in her hat whistle and I said, hey, I'm Sizzle. But then I laid back and went straight to Slizzle. And then when I woke Izzle, I found out that this bizzle had stolen all of my manizzle.
But I didn't give a fizzle because that pizzle was off the hizzle for shizzle. 3 days later, it leads me to my next poem. It's entitled The Clinic. It burns! Thank you.
Give it up for Jay Fizzle. We held it down for the people tonight, right? Want to thank everybody for coming out. Want to thank everybody that helped put this together, and I want to thank the man that's helping us pay the bills. Come on out, Rush. Russell Simmons, y'all, putting it all together. Say something to the people, Rush.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
I got a story to tell ideas, kiss similes so deeply.
Deaf poetry.
Your existence is fractionally status quo. I just got my wings.
And I was searching.
My people's in the house.
Drop the empty pursuit of props.
Pharmaceutical schemes. Somebody's got to hear my story.
Give it up, give it up, give it up. Give it up.
Russell Simmons presents Deaf Poetry.
Make some noise for your host from Brooklyn, New York, Mos Def.
Yo, check it. Deaf poetry shit right here. I'ma hit you with a ball. Listen, the haters can't fuck with it cause they moms and they sister and girl in love with it. I hear the ghetto holler back, come with it. Gather round, get together, come listen. Up top is you getting up with it. My dirty is you getting crunk with it. Smoking smoke from coast to coast, but careful, that first draw be that overdose. Who stay holding it for Brooklyn, you know it's most. Jackpot, I got to go for broke. That's the only way they ghetto niggas know to go. From right here to my youngest one is older folk. I'ma put it down like a dirty soul and soul. Freak daddy came here to work the mojo because the high is high and the low is low. That go for the sinner, man, the holy yoke. Put your shit in the sky cause I know you know. My ghetto nation get toe to toe. Keep rockin' steady, steady, cause I told you so. After y'all get it going, let it go some more. That deaf poet about something for show, for show. For show, for show. Let me see you in the world making your shoulder roll. When it get good to you, baby, throw a bowl. Cause we are so ghetto. This is D-E-F-O. Yes, we are so ghetto. We rock these beautiful motherfucking poems. Listen, I am a fighter and a lover. I'm a freaky baby daddy. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm the earth, wind, fire, and the thunder. I said I am. Go ask my mama. You don't believe that shit, believe what you wanna. Alright, okay, what's up? Shut up. Yo. Yo. All right, y'all ready to get it? Y'all ready to get it going? All right, from Brooklyn. This is a really, really dope dude right here. Fantastic performer, a great actor, great poet. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my man, Danny Hock.
This is called Corner Talk, September. I came out the subway and I was eating a bagel. I look up and at first I was like, man, where the fuck did you get these pilots at, man? Then it was like, boom, some Illuminati, Nostradamus, Dionne Warwick type shit. I started running all the way to Brooklyn, shook. I didn't even look back. 2, my cousin was on the 90th floor, got out. Word. My girl was on the 61st floor, my ex-girl. We ain't heard from her still. That's the girl I was gonna marry, yo. How was you gonna marry her, but she's your ex? I know she's my ex, but still, we were gonna get married before, I'm saying though. I can't even think. 3. Hey, yo, I rented The Siege last night, son. I swear to God, George Bush is quoting Bruce Willis from The Siege, son. They had rounded up all the Arabs and put them in some sprung shit, you know, like internment camps. Detention centers in Brooklyn. And I swear to my grandmother, kid, Bruce Willis said, make no mistake, we will hunt them down and find them. We will wipe out evil in the world. Rent that shit, son. George Bush said that shit yesterday. He think he in a movie, son. George Bush think he fucking Bruce Willis. He think Colin Powell, Denzel Washington. That shit is fucking crazy, son. Four. Yo, man, I got a petition in my email. You know, one of those Stop Bush from Bombing the World type emails. 60,000 people signed it. By the time it got to me, I was scrolling that shit down for like an hour and 20 minutes. But like half the people signed it anonymous. For real. They're scared of AOL. What? Motherfuckers better be AOL, COINTEL. I don't know, to be scared some religious fanatic's gonna bomb my Starbucks, or one of these flag-waving nutsoles is gonna bomb me for speaking my mind, right? These flag heads is crazy, so I was talking to this Chinese cat just came here on vacation last week. He thought it was fucking 4th of July, kid. People acting all patriotic. You wasn't patriotic when they was shooting Amadou 41 times. Or was you? You wasn't patriotic when they was shoving a broom handle on Abner Louima's ass, or when they was choking Anthony Baez to death, or when we was bombing Vieques or buying Israel 7,000 torture kits, or when we was bombing 200,000 Iraqi civilians or bombing everybody in the motherfucking world that's poor and brown skinned. Or was you? Or was you just shook? 5. Hey, yo, but I ain't scared, yo, I ain't scared. People on my block was already threatening to kill me, man. What? My block already looked like a plane hit it. Where's my disaster fund? Hey, yo, but I don't understand. If it was 4 motherfuckers with box cutters on the plane, I'm on the plane, I'm gonna have to get cut. Or somebody gonna have to get cut up on some pizza shit, because I ain't going out like that. They say you can't bring knives on planes now. I'm gonna bring a stick next time, yo. I'm gonna tell you like this. Somebody try to hijack the plane I'm on, they're gonna catch multiple bumps, kid. Hard wood. You know that hard wood they make fancy chairs out of? I'm gonna go to Macy's furniture department. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nah. Fuck Macy's, I'm gonna go to Huffman Cools, kid. And I'm gonna take a leg off one of them expensive chairs, right? And I'm gonna fly anywhere. I'm gonna fly to fucking Idaho or Oregon or some shit and watch. Let some motherfucker even say some shit to me, son. Catches catching bumps, kid. Everybody in my aisle, I don't even care.
Like what? And tomorrow's October 1st, but for real, I ain't scared, y'all.
From Chicago, Illinois, Trisha Smith.
They call me skinhead, and I got my own beauty. It is knife scrawled across my back in sore, jagged letters. It is in the way my eyes snap away from the obvious. I sit in my dim matchbox on the edge of a bed, tousled with my ragged smell, slide razors across my hair, count how many ways I can bring blood closer to the surface of my skin. These are the duties of the righteous, the ways of the anointed. The face that moves in my mirror is huge and pockmarked, apple-cheeked, scraped pink and brilliant. I am filled with my own spit. 2 years ago, a machine that slices leather sucked in my hand and held it, whacking off 3 fingers at the root. I didn't feel nothing until I looked down and saw them on the floor next to my boot heel, and I ain't worked since then. I sit here and watch niggers take over my TV set, walking like kings up and down the sidewalks in my head. My shoulders tell me that ain't right, so I move out into the sun, where my beauty makes them lower their heads. I was born to make things right. It's easy now to bend my big body into shadows, to move from a place where there was nothing into the stark circle of a streetlight, the pipe raised up high over my head. It's a kick to watch their eyes get big, round and gleaming like cartoon Jungle Boys, just in that second before they know the pipe's gonna come down. And I got this thing I like to say. Hey, listen to this. I like to say, hey, nigga! Abe Lincoln's been dead a long time. I get hard just listening to their skin burst. I was born to make things right. Then this reporter comes around. Seems I was a little sloppy kicking some fag's ass, and he opens up and screams about it. So this reporter finds me at home in bed. The TV flashes, licking my face clean. Same old shit. I ain't got no job. The coloreds and spics got them. Why ain't I working? Look at my hand, asshole. No, I'm not part of no organized group. I'm just a white boy who loves this race, fighting for a pure country. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes 3. Sometimes 30. AIDS will take care of the faggots. Then it's going to be white on black in the streets. Then there'll be 3 million. I tell him that. So he writes it up. And I come off looking like I'm some kind of goddamn freak. Like I'm Hitler himself. I ain't that lucky. But I got my own beauty. It's in my steel-toed boots. In the hard corners of my shaved head. I look in the mirror and I hold up my mangled hand. Only the baby finger left. I know it's the wrong finger, but fuck you all anyway. I am riding the top rung of the perfect race. My face scraped pink and brilliant. I'm your baby, America. Your boy. Drunk on my own spit, I am goddamn fucking beautiful. And I was born and raised right here. Love you, girl.
Give it up for Patricia Smith, y'all. All right, from Los Angeles, please give it up for Dante Bosco.
I once knew this girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. I mean, she was a dancer. Well, actually a stripper, and that is to say, to see her naked, you have to pay. Anyway, one night I was in a devious mood, rendezvous with my boys to the club up the street. Live, totally nude girls, $10 a head, 18 and over, must have ID. So there I sit in this seedy joint, sipping flat soda, tripping with fear, wondering, what would my moms think if she ever caught me here? Then out comes this girl, petite physique, body was perfect to me, you see. Then there I was, caught in a moment, I'm looking at her, looking at me, can't turn away. Something strong I sensed as she danced, removing articles of clothing off her body, but not once removing her eyes off of me. And I felt that either she was the greatest dancer in the world, or somehow we managed to touch something real, a connection. Something pure, something powerful, a purely powerfully animalistic connection. Now let me continue. I want to get in you. Well, let me slow down. See, the show ends and she comes and talks to me, and of course I play the shy role and she bites you, and yo, you don't even know the half of it. See, she wound up at my crib to see if I could take a stab at it, and we get into the dance and we move together and we fit like puzzle pieces, if you know what I mean. Puzzle pieces to an erotic portrait as it may appear, and then she whispers in my ear, pull my hair. And so I do, and then she says, harder, and not at the roots, but at the ends because it hurts more. But I never wanted to hurt her. I wanted to love her tenderly. But somehow I didn't think she would let me. And then she says, choke me. And you know me, I mean, I'm a gentleman, so I try to do it gently. And then she says, harder. And I don't know what to do. I mean, all of a sudden I'm in this artsy S&M documentary of some sort with this girl riding me, pushing me to the limits of my sexuality, and I had to stop for a hot second and say, yo, I don't do that. And that started the wrestling match as we tossed and tumbled around my bed like two lion cubs that play on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, we was like animals. And then she ran up on top of me again and she says, hit me. And I was like, oh, shit. But I got to admit, I was a little lit. I mean, high on her. See, she intoxicates me, and somewhere in the back of my mind, I say, what the fuck? And with the palm of my hand, I graze the skin on her chin, oh, so gently still. And she says, harder. And I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy who hits girls, and I don't even know why this would even be getting her off, but we were playing chess, and she put me in check. So I slapped her on the cheek, and we tore each other apart in the dark until we arrived. And yo, I don't know what she saw, but me, I was blinded by white lights, lying naked next to her quivering. We escape ourselves in each other. Yeah, I know a girl named Nikki. I guess you could say she was a sex fiend, but don't judge her or me. It's just a place I've been.
And from Brooklyn, New York, please give it up for Maggie Esther.
I'm an emotional idiot, so get away from me. I mean, come here. Wait, no, that's too close. Give me some space. It's a big country. There's plenty of room. Don't sit so close to me. Hey, where are you? I haven't seen you in days. What, are you having an affair? Who is she? Come on, aren't I enough for you? God, you're so cold. I never know what you're thinking. You're not very affectionate. I mean, you're clinging to me. Don't touch me. What am I, your fucking cat? Don't rub me like that. Don't you have anything better to do than sit there fawning over me? Don't you have any interests, hobbies, sailing, fly fishing, archaeology? There's an archaeology expedition leaving tomorrow. Why don't you go? I'll loan you the money. My money is your money. My life is yours. My soul is yours. Without you, I'm nothing. Move in with me. We'll get a studio apartment together, save on rent. Well, wait, maybe a one-bedroom, so we don't get in each other's hair or anything, or actually maybe a two-bedroom. I'll have my own bedroom. It's nothing personal, I just need to be alone sometimes. You do understand, don't you? Hey, why are you acting distant? Where are you going? Was it something I said? What? What did I do? I'm an emotional idiot, so get away from me. I mean, marry me. Thank you.
I'm from Philly, Black Ice.
Let me ask y'all a question. When you look at my brothers, what's your first impression? Does the sight of us leave you guessing, or do you understand the stressing, the aggression, the look of no hope on my niggas' faces, like the Lord overlooked us when he handed down his graces? You see, embraces, fall short on the numb tips of street entrepreneurial fingers. Stuck in the walls of the project halls where the coke smell still lingers. External blingers is all we can be, because on the inside we've been given nothing to shine on. And a gig is harder to get than coke, so niggas get their grind on, because the TV tells us, aim high, nigga, make all goals lateral. But that takes paper that we don't have, so niggas put their souls up as collateral now. Some niggas reclaim them, some blame them, make an excuse to sell them. But when a nigga goes from not doing to doing, what can you tell him? Not to be a nigga? Shit, I gots to be a nigga, that's how I pay the bills, and I'ma do that whether I got to sling this coke or exploit these rhyme skills. See, America makes you an opportunist, and at the same time they institutionalize you. So the fact that niggas get these big record deals, big money, and then go to jail shouldn't surprise you. That's what lies do. And most of these guys do have raw talent, just infantile education. So the business feeds them all the weed and ecstasy and a little bit of paper to provide some pacification from all the bullshit frustration they serve you. Meanwhile, they corrupt your perception of what the real is. See, they've taken all our businessmen and made them drug dealers. Took all our messengers, made them rappers just flapping their jaws, afraid to admit their treason. Took all our soldiers for the cause, made them killers for no reason and being fucked up. Well, that's in this season, so if you're negative, you're positive, and if you're positive, you're called a hater. But I maintain control of my soul because I know it gets greater later. And I told y'all the last show, I'm no hater, I just know what the truth is. I've been intertwining this pudding for a year now, so I know where the proof is. It lies in these midtown Manhattan skyscrapers where former hustlers sign papers and do fucked up capers. About 16 infamous stars at a time. Got them chopping and bagging and serving that shit to niggas 16 bars at a time, and the crime is undetectable by the feds because in the heads of our kids is where the track is. And music shoots straight to the soul. Is so potent, so it's much more addictive than crack is. Now, the high is just an illusion, lies and confusion, but just for that rush, just once these young bucks will go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They just using these record labels to do it. Taking our heartfelt demos, putting us in limos, trying to fuck up our direction. And most niggas is trained to chase money and pussy, so we fall victim to our own erection. Now, convincing ourselves that we're on our way somewhere where we're not going, but ignorance is bliss, and niggas love this, so niggas take pride in not knowing. We not growing. Nigga, I give a fuck how slick you flowing if you ain't showing these kids nothing or adding nothing positive to the earth. See, I've been destined to touch this world since the day I was born. To be honest, fuck a deal. God gives me what I'm worth.
Please give it up for Chicago's own Kent Foreman.
This piece is in haiku, which is a Japanese poetic form that allows you 17 syllables to be profound, which means that this intro is going to be longer than the poem. It's called Epiphany. Oh! She wants me to love her the way she would love her if she was me.